You're live. Shannon, you can put us on the record, please. Ethan Maldonado. Mr. Kelly's LGAL. Ms. Tucker for the agency. Sharon Ernst, present on behalf of the agency. And let's see, Mr. Brown, you're representing Mom this morning, and Ms. McCluskey, you represent Dad. Is that correct? So, Mr. Kelly, how's Ethan doing? You're muted, Mike.
Your Honor, I called and left a message requesting a return call. Unfortunately, that did not occur, which is not typical. I usually have decent success in contacting placement. I have reviewed the report. I have no objection to the recommendations. It's not exactly a great report. Hopefully, we'll have a better one next review period. Thank
you. Ms. Ernst, do you have any updates for the court?
Just that Jerry Booty is expected to be released next Saturday, so I'm hoping to get some services started for him. And Miss Maldonado has remained in contact with me the last 2 or 3 weeks, so that's been a positive change. Hoping that the referrals for the bigger services, the psychological assessment and the substance abuse assessment, can get completed so we can get the ball rolling on this case.
So the report refers to Mom's last name as Booty.
Yes, I apologize. In our system, it's still Maldonado, and so that's what I'm in a habit of reading and typing, but her legal last name is Booty. I apologize, Your Honor.
No problem. Mr. Brown or Ms. McCluskey, do you wish to be heard on the recommendations?
Just briefly, this case was transferred from Judge Rapley's court in January or February. I have yet to make any contact with Miss Booty. She did not appear at our first court proceeding before Your Honor, nor she appeared today. I don't have a telephone number for her. So I have yet to meet my client 4 or 5 months into this case being transferred to this court. If Miss Ernst could email me at her leisure the contact number that she has been having the last couple of weeks with her, I would appreciate it. But at this point, with no contact to my client, I would make no comment on the recommendations.
All right, I would hope that Dad engages when he does get out of jail, and I would hope that Mom would step up and show greater interest and involvement in this case. Otherwise, it won't be too long, and we'll be talking about a goal change. But I believe the recommendations are appropriate, and I will be implementing them in my order. We will hold our next review hearing July 27th at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and I think that brings us to our neglect cases, or ed neglect cases. I left a word out. We have been working on neglect cases. Okay.
Before we get started on those, we've had an issue with the ed neglect petitions not having the box, I believe it's 8A or B checked, just asking what we want the court to do. So I imagine that's probably an issue in at least a few of these cases this morning, and we just have to make that amendment on the record.
And tell me again what box that was, 8? Oh.
It's just request the court to take jurisdiction.
Okay, I will grant the motion, oral motion to amend the petition in this file.
Thank you. The issue has been
Requesting-
addressed. We just had a few petitions come through without it checked.
And I will initial that on this petition, and I'll check the next 2 that come up and make sure that if that's missing, that gets checked.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Brown is LGAL on this file.
What file is this?
Kenneth Lewis, sorry. I guess I should have said that, shouldn't I? And Ms. Tucker for the agency. Caitlin Williams is present, as well as Cassandra. I know I've got it down here somewhere. I saw it on the petition.
McGinn.
Again,
McGinn.
McGinn, okay, yes. All right, I do have a recommendation here from J.L. Richardson. Looks like Mr. Kenneth Lewis is appropriately engaged with his son, the challenges from his work schedule. He did agree to make sure that Kenneth is in school, that he's completing his assignments, that the school will be notified if he ever needs to be absent, and that the packets that Kenneth is completing will be dropped off, completed prior to Kenneth returning to face-to-face education. A recommendation is that the court keep the file open for 4 weeks to monitor compliance. Is that acceptable to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we'll do. We'll take a look at how he's doing on May 25th at 9:30. Thank you.
Was that some amendment, something that was on the right order I should make sure to do?
No, it was on the petition.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. You know, I got my stuff online.
I know. Next up are the Hayes children. Excuse me. Same participants as the last. We do not have a parent present. I have a report. Well, actually, Mr. Brown is LGAL on this file. I've got a report from Ms. Richardson that she was unable to reach either parent. When I issued my order after review of the petition, I instructed the parents to be present, and if not present, it could result in the issuance of a bench warrant. I want to make sure I've got a good address. So according to the petition, which I am amending on the record today, to reflect the request that the petition be authorized.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And let's see. I do not have an address for the father, but I do have one for the mother. Do we have any reason to believe that she would not have received mail at that address?
720 West Michigan Ave, apartment 103 is the last
That's
known
what we-
address for the family.
All right, and we don't have any information to indicate that she's moved from that address, do we?
Unfortunately, we haven't. We haven't received mail back that we've sent. But at the same
And
time,
we
haven't
did
heard
not,
anything.
we didn't receive anything back. So clearly, I want to issue a bench warrant for dad. I will issue one for mom. Typically, we get those enforced by asking for a safety check by the police officer, and usually that'll get a parent's attention. I'm assuming the educational delinquencies have continued.
Yes, they're not enrolled in school at this time.
Okay. So I will authorize issuance of a bench warrant. I'll schedule our next pretrial as soon as we get mom's attention with a bench warrant.
Your Honor, may I add something?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm Cassandra McGinn. I am working with Caitlin on the, I'm sure she introduced me, but I'm working with Caitlin on the truancy. I did speak to, or I do have notice from the school that they tried contacting mom back in February, but they were living at the aunt's house, Jennifer Sauceda, and at that time back in February, they said Jennifer said that mom was getting her own place and has moved. So I don't know. I haven't had contact with mom. I tried, and the school hasn't been able to reach her either. Jennifer Sauceda was the last contact that the school has had as well.
Is that her address that's listed on the petition?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm going to guess yes, because that's the last known address we have, but I can't for sure say that.
Do we even know that she's still living in the area?
I don't have that information, no.
All right. What I'm going to do then, I'm not going to issue a bench warrant since I'm reason to doubt that they would have received it. I'm going to adjourn the pretrial for 2 weeks to give you an opportunity to track down a good address for us. And let's just see where we are in 2 weeks.
I'm also wondering, are the children still with the aunt? And have you had any further conversations with Miss Sauceda?
I have not reached out to Miss Sauceda. I do have the school log from when they reached out to her, and their last contact was on February 24th. And it says she asked if Zaire had been working on his schoolwork, and Miss Sauceda said that Miss Hayes had moved to a new place with her children. However, it also states that she also said that they're in a new place and they're getting internet tomorrow, and she would come to the school to give them their new address and get them connected with the school, the same school.
Well, obviously she didn't. Is there any way we can get a hold of Miss Sauceda to find out where the parents are or mom is? Can somebody provide me with that information if someone isn't able to do that?
Yeah, we can do that. We can reach out to the aunt and get an update from her.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right, let's try again in 2 weeks. Hopefully that'll give enough time to track down a good address or verify whether she's even still living in the area. If she's moved from the area, that'll probably end our involvement. So that will be May
11th at 9:15.
May 11th at 9:15. Thank you. Okay, next, Jacene Loving.
Jay Sean.
Jay Sean.
Jay Sean.
Shannon thinks it's Jay Sean, and my suspicion is she's probably right. She usually is. So, Shannon, who's our LGAL? There's nothing on the jacket.
Your Honor, I am.
Mr. Kelly, okay.
Yes.
All right, and otherwise the same cast of characters as for the last file. I do have a report from Ms. Richardson. She was able to make contact with the mother. Ms. Loving has agreed to make sure that Jay Sean is in school when he's supposed to be. That his homework will be submitted if he happens to miss school. That she will stay in contact with the school to get Jay Sean caught up, and that she will participate in the Bridges to School program. She didn't include a recommendation that I keep the case open to monitor compliance, but I'm assuming that was just an oversight on her part. Why don't we bring this one back in 4 weeks as well to see if Mom steps up and follows through on her commitment. Any objection to that approach?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that will put us to May 25th at 9:30. Thank you.
I'll put JC on the calendar.
Jacene.
Oh my God. That's the best one yet.
Well, I'm glad I was able to
That's the best one yet.
brighten your day in some way. And last, Javen. Any comment on that pronunciation?
Right.
Javen Connor.
Yes.
And let's see, who's LGAL on this one?
That's me, Your Honor, Rebecca.
Ms. McCluskey.
Your Honor, on this one, I did check the attendance, and though it says he was living in Tennessee, it looks like he attended Jackson Public Schools yesterday. So I was really hoping a parent would be here to clarify where they're living, because it does appear that he's attending school in Jackson.
Attending live or virtually?
In person. He was in person yesterday. He's absent today,
Oh,
but he was apparently at the Jackson Public Montessori School yesterday. So.
wow, well, that's encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a report that indicated that Javen was living in Tennessee.
Yep.
And if that were true, I would simply dismiss this case. Obviously, I can't properly oversee a case if the child is out of state. But since apparently he's back in Michigan, I think what I'm going to do is adjourn for 2 weeks to allow Ms. Richardson to make recontact with the mom. She was successful.
Mm-hmm.
And mom agreed to make sure Javen got properly enrolled and attended school in Tennessee, but looks like maybe her plans have changed. So let's find out what's going on. It's good to hear at least that he's in school. So there's a sibling here, age 11. But apparently she never popped up on the radar enough. She was attending school, has been attending school. Do we have any information on her school attendance?
I'm gonna see if Cassandra knows. I didn't file this petition, but my guess is because she's 11, she was in a different school building, so we didn't receive a referral on that child, just the one that was younger. But it's very possible
There
that
isn't
her
any-
attendance is similar.
There isn't anything here to indicate her name, but
Okay.
I guess I'm just curious.
Yeah. Same.
If he's got an 11-year-old sister, and I would expect that if he's in school and in this Montessori school, that the sisters in attending school as well might be a good way to confirm where they're living. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't
in
see
any
it,
event,
but I'll look into it.
let's put this one over for 2 weeks to give a chance for follow-up, and we'll see where we are then. That'll be
May 11th at 9:15.
May 11th at 9:15. And I think that completes our docket for the day.
See you next week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See you next Tuesday.